You are 23 years old, two more than your father when he received the title of Guardian of the Sacred Fire, three less than your grandfather when he first led the tribe beyond the Limpopo River. You grew up hearing those numbers like they were carved into your own body. And in a way, they were. Every ritual you survived, every scar on your left shoulder, every night you stayed awake learning the names of the stars with Elder Sabanda, all of it placed you here, at the center of Nkosi's tribe, respected, feared just enough, with the right to sit beside the great fire during councils. You didn't inherit this place. You earned it. 10 years of calculated obedience, strategic silence, knowing when to speak and when to disappear. The tribe counts 340 people. You know every single name. That's exactly why they came to you.
The night everything changes smells like wet earth and animal fat burning on torches. You're walking back from the river when you hear them. Two men from the enemy tribe of the Sokwe sitting between the exposed roots of the oldest baobab in the region. The one nobody approaches because they say the spirit of a betrayed chief lives inside it. A detail you now realize that was chosen very deliberately. One of the men holds a bone knife with a red painted handle, the color the Sokwe use for negotiation, not for war. The other one speaks before you can pull back. You are the one who knows all the names. It isn't a question. Pay close attention here, because this is the moment you understand what's actually at stake. The proposal is simple, the way only impossible things can be. The Sokwe attack on the next full moon, 8 days from now.
8 days from now. They don't want blood. They want the territory to the north, where the black soil holds water through the dry season. All they need from you is this: the tribe's surveillance patterns, the guard rotations, the blind spots along the forest edges. In exchange, your family will be spared. Not just spared, protected. Relocated to neutral ground before dawn on the day of the attack. If you refuse, they attack anyway. The difference, says the man with the red knife, is that when we come without a map, we kill until we find resistance. With a map, we stop before that. You stand still long enough to hear a lizard move between the rocks. Then you say you'll think about it. They say you have 2 days. You walk back to the village with your legs running on autopilot and your stomach full of something that isn't fear. It's worse than fear. It's clarity.
In the days that follow, you learn that betrayal has its own grammar. You discover it's possible to smile during a council meeting while mentally counting the torches along the northern perimeter. 12, spaced 50 steps apart, a blind spot of at least 30 steps beside the ancestor stone. You learn that Elder Sabanda always falls asleep during the second night watch. That young Kato finishes his southern patrol faster than he should because he's afraid of the dark and wants it over with. That the eastern ravine entrance is ignored by everyone because nobody has ever come from there, as if history were a shield against the future. You file it all away with the same precision you once used to memorize the names of the stars. The difference is that now every piece of information carries the weight of a specific life on the other side.
Betrayal also has a taste. Bitter first, then sweet in a way that frightens you, then gone, leaving a dry emptiness that no food fills. This is where most people would have stopped. But you don't yet know what I know about the Sokwe. Your sister Amara notices before anyone else. She always did. On the afternoon of the second day, she sits beside you without warning and says only, "You are carrying something that isn't yours." You don't answer. She leaves. When you pass by her hut later, her belongings have been rearranged with a care that only happens when someone is preparing to go, not on a journey, on a goodbye. You don't sleep that night. On the third day, something breaks, and it changes everything you thought you knew about the deal. A messenger arrives at the council, A tribe 3 days' walk away was attacked by the Sokwe 1 moon before the deal, before you.
The story the messenger tells includes details you didn't ask to hear. The guards were neutralized through the blind spots. Someone on the inside had passed the information. That someone was found 2 days later, alone in a clearing, with the red-handled bone knife driven into the ground beside the body. Not in the body, beside it. Like a signature, like a message for whoever came next. You look at your hands. Your hands are still. That's the most frightening part. You understand it now, not with shock, but with the cold clarity of someone who always knew somewhere deep down. The deal was never real. You were chosen, not for the information, but for the position. A trusted man at the center of the tribe, with access to the council, with the respect of the guards, with the name of every child on the tip of his tongue. If you betray them, the tribe loses its spine. If you warn them and reveal what you know, the Sokwe know the plan is blown and attack immediately. Full force. No map, no mercy. And if you disappear, if you try to run with Amara before the full moon, your absence is the warning signal itself. There is no way out that doesn't go straight through the fire. On the night of the full moon, you are at your post. The guards are in the right places. Elder Sibanda, for the first time in years, does not fall asleep at the second watch. He stands, staring north, with the expression old men get when they know something is coming and have decided to remain standing to receive it. The attack doesn't come from the south, not from the east, not through the blind spots you memorized.
The Sokwe come through the river.
The one direction you never mapped because they never used the river. Someone inside their tribe had also been recruited, and that someone had given up the entire plan, including you. The fight is short, shorter than stories always promise. When it ends, you are standing. Most people are standing. The territory to the north remains in Kosi's. Sibanda finds you in the smoke of the fallen torches. He looks at you long enough for everything you thought during the last 3 days to pass across your face like it was written in charcoal. He says nothing. He only places his hand on your shoulder, the left one, the one with the initiation scars, and walks away. You stay where you are.
You stay where you are. Amara is in the village when you return. Her belongings are where they've always been. She asks no questions. Neither do you. You eat in silence, and the silence tastes different from 3 days ago. It isn't empty anymore. It has weight, the weight of things that are real. You survived. The tribe survived. The deal never existed. The betrayal was never carried out. And no one will ever know what passed through your mind during those 8 days. But Sibanda knows. You know that he knows. And the smooth stone he gave you is still in your hand, exactly the size of your thumb, polished by years of river. And you understand now that it was never a gift. It was a warning, given before you needed it. Drop a comment below. What would you have done in his place?